Hey guys, my name is Paul and I have another speed build for you today. So this is a speed build I am particularly excited about because I have been building this lot for the past 2 days. I think the overall footage I had of me building this lot was like 6 hours or something. So I am very happy to share it with you right now. A little backstory to this build. Wait a second. So you've probably seen it in the title already, but I'm still gonna mention this is gonna be a restaurant lot, and yeah, it's gonna be like New Orleans, French Quarter inspired, so get ready for that. And yeah, I have shared this build, like at least the concept and the idea of this build on Twitter a few days ago. And yeah, it got so many positive reactions that I got really excited about finishing this lot. And yeah, I did, like I said, and now I'm commenting on the speed build, and I'm very excited about that. So the backstory for this build is actually me. Me watching the originals all the time. I don't know if you know that series. It's like this TV show, which is a spin-off from the Vampire Diaries. My absolute, like, oh my god, like the Vampire Diaries was like the first show I've ever watched, in my life. Like, I mean, yeah, like, the first show I really like watched like episode for episode, if you know what I mean. And since in the end of the year 2018 there is gonna be another spin-off from the Vampire Diaries and kind of the originals, and the originals gonna end anyway. I thought, okay, I'll finally give the originals a try because I never really liked the concept of the original spin-off, but now I think they're in the 5th season already, and that's gonna be the last season, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So yeah, I think I'm like near the end of season 1 right now, and since I watch like a couple episodes every day, I really got to love that yeah, that style of the buildings in the French Quarter, because, you know, like, the whole show is actually set in this French Quarter of New Orleans, and I absolutely love the buildings that surround the characters all the time and the buildings they live in. Actually, I had the idea of building especially this lot because like one of the main settings of the show is like this big townhouse in the French Quarter, which has like this courtyard in the middle, and I absolutely love that idea, so I definitely wanted to build a house like that. At first I wanted it to be a normal, like, what do you call it, like a normal lot, like a house where Sims could live in, but then I realized that the shape of the house is actually so strange and so weird to like build and to furnish, like especially when it comes to the floor plan, that I don't know, I didn't like the idea of furnishing this house because, you know, when I build my houses, I usually only build them because I can imagine me or, for example, other simmers playing in them. But for some reason in this kind of lot, I couldn't imagine how, like, I don't know, it didn't seem like quite, it was kind of weird to me to like live in this kind of house. So I made it into a restaurant because I thought it would be pretty romantic, having that courtyard, maybe like with a lot of plants and whatever, so that, yeah, a restaurant could be in that house. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because right now my neighbors have kind of a party, and you may even hear that, like sometimes the dog is barking, or like, I don't know, the people are actually talking really loudly. I just hope that that doesn't bother you in the background. I don't even know if you can hear that, but I can hear that pretty well, and I don't like that. But what can I do? I definitely wanted to record this speed build, or at least this voiceover, as soon as the speed build was fully edited. So yeah, I think this video could turn out to be a video where I'm like constantly talking about the Vampire Diaries or the original. So if you don't like that, you should probably leave this video. No, joking. I try not to be as as crazy about these two shows, but I really love them. I grew up with the Vampire Diaries, so that is a big part of my childhood. It's kind of strange because I think it's like PG-16 or something, whatever. Yeah, so you see me that I didn't only build this house with the courtyard, like the main restaurant. I also built like some fake townhouses around it because I kind of like the idea of different like houses being around it so that it doesn't look as strange. Because usually in this French Quarter in New Orleans, like, I don't want to sound like an architect because I'm not, and I don't want to sound like someone that knows everything about this style of houses, but obviously I've gathered an inspiration from the internet and stuff, and I saw that, and I knew already because I watched that show, that it's pretty unrealistic that a house like this stands alone, So I chose this a little bigger lot. I don't know, sometimes you can see like in front of this lot there's this other lot, and there's like a block that I built before I started building on this lot, because actually I wanted to place this this home, or at least this restaurant, on the other side, but then I realized, oh my god, that lot is way too tiny. So I started building on this lot. So please ignore that weird cube being like like in the front of this lot. Yeah. So, however, in the end, like all the time when you watch the speed build, you'll probably think, oh my god, but it still looks kind of weird, like in this setting, because it's like a normal neighborhood in, wait, what? Yeah, it's Willow Creek. It's like the normal neighborhood of Willow Creek, and suddenly you have these townhouses in the middle of there. But in the end, I think it adds up pretty well, because I think that, I think these towns, these neighborhoods of The Sims 4 are always kind of inspired by real life cities or towns, or at least like architectural styles. And I think, for example, like Windenburg is very European, like maybe Dutch or even a bit German, Bavarian, whatever. And or at least I think like Brindleton Bay is looking pretty Dutch as well. I don't know. I don't want to say wrong things, but I think Willow Creek has like this kind of southern atmosphere, like I have seen, like in Willow Creek there are many houses with these kind of balconies and with like plants, and I don't know, just a lot of plants, a lot of landscaping. And I hope you know what I mean. Like, my English is really, really not great at the moment. So I'm just kind of trying to describe the feeling I get when I think of Willow Creek. And that is why I thought that Willow Creek would be the perfect neighborhood to place this restaurant in. So like I said, you could actually, like in the lot, next to this lot, you could actually put some more New Orleans-y townhouses, and then it would be like even more realistic, because you have like these townhouses on both sides of the street. And I kind of had that idea when I filmed the short videos of this lot when it was finished for the speed build, that it would be really cool if you had like New Orleans French Quarter styled townhouses on both sides of the street. But obviously I didn't do it for this video because, I don't know, the build took me like 6 hours or something, and I really finally wanted to get it out. If you guys like it, I can see if I will add some townhouses, and I can also furnish them that time next to this lot. But for now, there's only this restaurant. So I was really struggling with this courtyard because I didn't know exactly what to put into this courtyard, because actually I wanted this this little, oh my god, what do you call that? I don't even know. I actually wanted to have like a lot of plants and stuff, but I also wanted like tables to be there for like the guests. So I didn't really know on what to put onto this courtyard. But later on, I kind of figured out how I wanted the layout to look like, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. Yeah, I am kind of shook because we spent like 10 minutes on this video already, but like most of the infrastructure or like the architecture of the house is like done. I think the rest is actually just furnishing or at least like wall painting, but I mean I add a lot of details to the other fake houses next to this main house. So, and I didn't cut anything out of that. Maybe I should have, but I think it kind of belonged to the speed build, so I left it in the speed build. Yes, so I don't know if it's strange for you that I didn't furnish the townhouses, but I thought that made a lot of sense since I thought, like at first, usually if you have too many objects on a lot and too much furniture and stuff, the lot starts to lag. So that's like the first thing. And secondly, like I actually wanted to get this lot out as fast as possible. So that was a reason. And then like it wouldn't really help anybody because no one would live there since it's like a restaurant lot. So it would actually, I don't know, like furniture in these townhouses next to this main lot would be like so useless. So I didn't furnish them. But I kind of added, and you'll see that I added like curtains and lights. So when it's like night, like light shines through the windows to the outside and it looks pretty nice. It looks like very lived in like that. And yeah, the curtains also like kind of hide that there's absolutely nothing inside of these townhouses. Yeah, okay. You probably heard my dog barking again. That will probably happen many more times in this speed build. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I sound so distracted, but I'm just looking at my garden and my dog and just looking what he's doing, and I don't know, he's like kind of reacting to my neighbor's party right now. So yeah, very interesting. So Twitter, I wanted to talk to you about Twitter again because in my last video I mentioned how I was so surprised and so happy that the single parent apartment really, like, for me, like at least it blew up on Twitter. Like so many people liked it and retweeted it, and I was so happy about it because the build really meant much to me because, you know, like I said, it was one of my personal builds that I used in like my private gameplay. So I really enjoyed the fact that other simmers enjoyed that build too. And yeah, then shortly after I posted the concept of this build, and so many people were so kind to me about it, and they said that I definitely should finish it. So I did, and I don't know, like Twitter is really like, I think I'm getting the hang of it, you know? Like I have around 50 followers right now, which is crazy because I started literally on Monday, I think, and I had like 0 followers, and I've got to know new people, and I don't know, it's amazing. Like I already like spoke to some people about collabs, and it really turns out well for me. So oh my god, the music just distracts me. Like, can they just make it lighter? Lighter basically means quiet. No. I just want them to turn the volume down, but I can't because it's like in the middle of the day, so it wouldn't make sense for them. For me, it does because I want to record this speed build, whatever. So, what I wanted to say was, yeah. So I also like posted a survey on Twitter where I'm asking which challenge I should do because I realized that I do not only want to make challenges on this channel, not only want to make speed builds on this channel, because I don't know, speed builds they don't get boring. I love speed builds. I think that's like my favorite thing to do in The Sims, but only speed builds are kind of, I don't know, I really want to have some diversity on my channel, okay? So that's why I want to do a challenge. I kind of want to do a let's play, but I think a let's play is always, I don't know, you need to put much effort into let's plays, and when you're like a small YouTuber, it's pretty hard to be successful with let's plays. And I don't mean that the only goal is to be successful when you're like being a YouTuber, because the main reason you should do YouTube is because you want to share your content with other people, and you want to like meet new people that share like the same interests. But I think if you spend much time on like a let's play and recording stuff, you want it to be seen by people, because if that doesn't happen, I think you'll lose the motivation. So that's why I won't start a let's play yet. So I rather wanted to like start a challenge, because a challenge always has like a goal you want to achieve, and like, you know, it has like an ending. And I think that is great to like work to work your way up to that ending. Oh my god. Okay guys, so I should talk about this challenge thing a little more. So I actually posted the survey, like I said, and I let my followers choose between the legacy challenge, the history challenge, and the homeless challenge. So I think we can go a little bit deeper into these few challenges. So maybe some of you YouTube viewers can also tell me in the comments what challenge you'd like to see the most. And so the first one is the history challenge. I gotta say, I think that's like my secret favorite, because I've never heard of that challenge, and I searched for different creative challenges on Google, and that came up, and I was really surprised about like the depth of this challenge. So it's basically about different decades. You start like in I don't know, like how can I explain that? My English is gonna struggle so hard right now. So basically you start with your Sims having nothing, and there are no cell phones, there's no modern technology, nothing, because it's like, I don't know, what do you call it? Oh my god, it's not Ice Age, it's like, I don't know, a few hundred years ago, whatever. Oh my god, so weird. And you then like go from decade to decade, and someday you'll arrive like in the modern times. And I think that's a really cool extra with the details. Like, it's similar to the legacy challenge, but I think the legacy challenge is like simply about different generations and like in the same time. But the decades challenge actually adds a nice spin to the, oh my god, like there is a decades challenge actually, but that's like that's another topic. The history challenge really adds up to the legacy challenge. So I really like that idea, to be honest. So then we have like the normal legacy challenge, where you have to like start with a 10,000 sim loans starter home, and then work your way up to the top until you finish like 10 generations, and then you're like done. But like, that's it. I think that's a little boring. Like, no shame to those people that do it. It's just, I want to try something new, because I don't know, I just want to try something new. So therefore, the next challenge you can vote for is the homeless challenge, and that is simply the challenge that your sim starts with like nothing and then works his way up to the top. So he has like, I think it was like the sim is supposed to save up 5,000 simoleons and have a nice starter home. That's like the goal, I think. But I think that may be kind of short and maybe a bit boring, but I don't know. You can tell me what to do. I would love to like hear your opinion about it. Yeah, I really want to do a challenge on this channel, so let me know which one I should pick. Right now you'll see me furnishing this. Okay, now we're like now it's another room. This is like a room where you can like store your, I don't know, your food and whatever that you don't need yet, and I'm gonna add like this kind of wine shelf into this room. I don't know, I thought it's like a nice storage unit for different stuff. And I don't know, I left some parts of the main building out, and I didn't furnish anything into it, just because like it is a very big build even though it has this big hole in the middle, and I don't know, I didn't know what to add any like into this build, since it was only a restaurant. If it would have been like a big mansion where your Sims could live in, I don't know, you could have added so many bedrooms and whatever. But since that was not the thing I was going for, I left some space out. I hope that's not a problem for you. Actually, all of that space is like accessible from the inside. You just have to add doors and then you can like put your own things there if you feel the need to, but I thought it's okay to leave that out just because it's a lot of space. And with a restaurant, I don't know, I used a lot of space for the restrooms because I wanted them to look very nice in this lot, but I didn't know how to furnish or how to plan what rooms to add to this restaurant anymore, because I don't even know if I've already built it. I think I did, like I just didn't pay attention. I added that office for like the boss and stuff. Like I think it's pretty nice if you own the restaurant that you can like chill out there or play games on your computer. I even added like that separate bathroom with a shower. Like I know sometimes it can be really nerve-wracking to own a restaurant and sometimes you just stay there for the night just because, I don't know, I did that a lot. Like I often build like restaurants and then I'm building like a penthouse or an apartment onto the top of it just so I don't have to leave like my house every time I want to open the restaurant, because I think there's still this bug that when you open the restaurant from home that nothing happens and you basically just get more debts. But I don't know if they fixed that or not. I haven't played with a restaurant since a while ago. I wanted to say something but I totally forgot. What did I want to say? Like I wanted to talk about, wait a second, I just talked about, but oh yeah, actually, this is probably the most expensive lot I have ever built. Of course, that's because like it actually features like not one house, but wait a second, 4, but since those townhouses aren't furnished and stuff, it still surprised me. Like this lot cost around 400,000 simoleons, which is a lot. I actually like the fact that it is expensive because it kind of adds to the class of this property. You know what I mean? I mean, like the property is obviously like 200 years old or something, so it's obvious that buying this property must be really expensive and whatever. But yeah, it may be hard for those who want to play restaurant gameplay without cheats and stuff, because I don't think that I have ever achieved like to have like 400,000 simoleons in my Sims household. But maybe there are some crazy simmers that are able to fulfill that, but I have actually never had so much money in my household. Maybe it's because I've always built like big houses and stuff once I was able to, money wise, but I don't know. So I like my Sims could never afford to own this lot, but maybe yours do, or maybe you'll play with cheats, whatever. You'll see. Oh my god, these chimneys, I had a real problem with chimneys and I switched chimneys like 300 times because they always seemed so weird. Like the lighting was kind of strange and I didn't really like the way I didn't think they fit perfectly into the style of the house, like from the outside and stuff. So I changed it a couple times and stuff, but in the end they looked fine. And I don't know, I think when you like look at this whole lot, it doesn't even look like those houses around this restaurant are fake. So that's what I really like about it. Like often, I don't know, I think it often bothers me, like when simmers, like no offense to anyone, like obviously I don't have like a particular person I'm talking about right now. It's just that I know that some simmers tend to build like very big lots and there they add like, I don't know, several buildings, and some of them are like useless. They're just there for decoration. And often they seem like pretty fake because the detail is not like detailed enough. So I really tried to make it seem like someone lives there. And I think, without sounding biased, oh my god, I feel like all the time when I talk about my own builds, I sound very I don't know, like, I don't want to sound like I think I'm the best builder in the world, because that's not true. I think there are much more talented people around and stuff on Twitter and everywhere. I just wanted to say that I think if you add a little bit more detail, it will add a lot to the property. You know what I mean? Okay, let's leave this topic because obviously you probably got what I meant. So I am actually not living in a big city. I am living actually in a village in Germany. So I don't really know how like these backyards I just created there really look in like big cities like New Orleans or something. But obviously I've seen movies, I've seen TV shows, so I kind of could imagine how they should look. And I don't know, if you come from a city that is similar to New Orleans or even from there, it would be so cool if you could tell me, I don't know how close this build is actually to like realism, because a lot of things I did in this build were like, I don't know, from imagination. Like I didn't have pictures or something. I just did it, and I hope that it looked kind of normal. So yeah, it would be cool if you could tell me what do you think about it. And yes. I am kind of happy with how the lot turned out. We have like 4 minutes to go. And yeah, oh my god, what do you guys think about the intro actually? Like, it was so hard finding like this New Orleans street music style, whatever. Oh my god, my dog is freaking out. Okay, so back to the build. Like I said, it was very hard to find like suiting music for the intro and like, for the ending part of the video, because it never really like fit this, like the Sims 4, you know what I mean? Like it was either like seeming way too old or like way too modern and whatever, and I didn't really find a nice in between. So I basically ended up using something from the soundtrack of the originals, you know, the show I talked about in the beginning, for the intro. And yeah, I'm not pretty sure what I'll use for the ending of this video. You'll see. I don't even know myself, but I have like a couple choices, and we'll see which one fits the lot the best. And yeah, I actually kind of tried out a bit of the gameplay in this slot. Like I played with the Goth family. You'll see them later on in the video as well. And it was kind of nice. The only thing is that since there are a lot of rooms, because of this interesting shape of the house, like for example, that kitchen which is like 2-story and stuff, the Sims go like everywhere. And I don't know if you can like set the doors, like if you can lock the doors if you don't own that property, because I tried and I couldn't. But maybe you guys know a way. But it's kind of strange, you know, when like the guests are constantly playing computer in the boss's office and stuff, or like standing around in the kitchen while waiting for their order. But in the end, it turned out pretty nicely, I think. And yeah, what will be Sims 4 gameplay without a few glitches. So I'm just adding some more details to the other townhouses, so they look kind of lived in. And I don't know, that was kind of it for the video. I wanted to say thank you one more time for being such an active community on Twitter. And I don't know, all of those nice Simmers I've already met. Thank you very much for supporting me. I love how everyone keeps supporting each other on Twitter and on YouTube. That is just amazing. I feel very accepted in the Twitter community and in the YouTube community. And thanks to the people who always leave me such nice comments. I really appreciate that. So I would say that's it for the speed build today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. If you haven't already, please subscribe my channel. That would be so amazing. I would be so happy about that. If you're a simmer yourself, feel free to tweet me or yeah, write me on YouTube so we can have a quick chat or talk about your or my builds or whatever. Maybe talk about collabs. I would love that. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a build now, and I'm gonna wish you a happy evening, day, whatever, wherever you are. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next video. Bye.